So today has been one of those days where I just decided to be intuitive and didn't do anything unless my intuition really told me to, unless I had a urge, s- a gut feeling. Today started off with a slow day, but it must be an important day. I don't know if you guys hear that, but that was a motorcycle. My windows open because it is hot today. It was like maybe 77 degrees. But today was a very intuitive day. And the lessons I've learned today was about mainly, I think I want to say three things. The first one was going to the grocery store to get some more fruits and vegetables as I'm doing 75 soft. And I realized the other day I didn't have any more fruit. And I want to do at least one raw something every single day, just to help my body to regulate and have nutrition within itself. And so I got me some bananas, I got grapefruit, I got a salad, and then my intuition wanted me to have some Caribbean food. So I had some rice and peas, some curry chicken, and then I wanted blended, which is I had a smoothie bowl. And so that was mostly my meal today. And I feel good about that. Um, and I also had this intuition to go to Lowe's today. And so Home Depot is just up the street. Lowe's was a partial way. But I went to Lowe's and I picked up a couple of things for my fruit trees. And so I'm seeing the theme today, the theme of nature, fruit, and just, understanding myself to be slow. I don't know why that is the theme for today, but I moved with, how do I want to say it? I moved with purpose today and I moved with in divine movement. I don't even know. Divine movement, Angelina. Hmm. Well, divine movement, meaning that I utilize my intuition when it came in to ask me to do something. So therefore I did it. So I was obedient today. I also went to the gym early because I knew I wanted to do that and get it out the way, or I should say recess. Oops, no wonder I wanted to get out the way. But I went to recess. I did something small, just about 50 minutes on the treadmill. But I was listening to some personal development and I was letting that soak in. That's one thing I do like to do when I'm at recess and I'm on the stair stepper or the elliptical or something like that. I like to feed my mind with personal development while I'm moving it because it's for me, it's like the right and the left brain is doing something. When I was in college, I used to listen to music and study at the same time and write on the chalkboard. Yes, we still had chalkboards. I was at USC. I didn't go to USC, but I would go to the USC into the classrooms because I lived across the street. A lot of the librarian thought I was a student there because I lived in the library, but I digress. But writing on the chalkboard, to giving myself quizzes and tests with my co with my classmates, and that's just how I learn. I like moving the right and the left brain together. So today was just one of those days. So I read a book, but I'm ending the day, or I've ended the day with meditation and a little bit of mirror work today. And I could feel myself releasing, but not just releasing something like trauma or something like that. It was just more like allowing my body to settle as I did my breath work, as things came up into my mind, and I had my mantras, and I'm going through those things. My body burped, my body released in other areas. And I just allow my body to just feel. And then I got quiet and I could feel the beat of my heart. I can literally feel my chest popping up and popping down. I could feel the heat on my hands and I could feel my auric field, um, the spheres and the energy that I was holding in my hands and on my body. And it just reminded me to just say, be, hold the pose, Just be in this moment and receive whatever I'm receiving in this moment on this day of March 11th. I don't know what it is. Only Spirit knows what it is. Only divine love knows what was going on with me internally, externally, spiritually, soulfully, all of that good stuff. But this video is just to say, when is the last time that you were just still for a long period of time and you moved with your intuition? You didn't do anything that you said you needed to do. You just waited and said, "What would you like me to do today? What do I need to do?" I also read from the Book of Awakening for today's message, and it's talked about the pose. And I like the question that it gave. Sit quietly in front of a mirror and focus on your body, on the body you are in. And so that's what I did. I focused in front of the mirror in the body that I'm in, and that brought about a large sense of ah of yes, of hmm, of it's very difficult to give words to just. It's not a sigh of relief, but it was a sigh of release. Not relief, but release. A sigh of release. I'm gonna get some water. And I will say one thing after my meditation, I'm very, very thirsty. So something is going on in the spirit realm. But yes, when was the last time that you just sat still and meditated? Even if you didn't meditate in a particular way, just sat still, closed your eyes, hummed your favorite song, had a mantra that you just said over and over, and literally do a body scan and feel your feet. Right now, my feet are on a grounding mat, but feel your toes, your ankles, your knees, the back of your calves, your thighs, your buttocks, your solar plexus, your stomach, your belly button, and just move yourself up to your chest, your arms, to your fingertips, all of that to your head, to your crown. I can say that even at that time, I started to sweat. Now it's not hot. I wasn't having a hot flash. I know I'm in my crown era, but that wasn't a hot flash. It was just my body radiating heat. And it just reminds me that I'm in my body, that I am not my body. I am not my mind. I am I am a light source. I'm a cluster of light living within this body, and sometimes it just needs to be still and rest. Even though we're always vibrating like every other molecule, every other atom, that stillness and just being a part of the pose and being quiet is mandatory and conditional in being a human. Silence, peace, stillness. Own that for yourself today. Give yourself 15 minutes. If you really, really want to go to a level, give yourself 30 minutes. And if you want to go real, real deep, do an hour. I remember the Bible says, give me an hour, something like in prayer. I always thought, well, why would I be praying for an hour? Because I always thought that prayer had to be verbal. But prayer is really just stillness to receive and release. Release what you need out into spirit world and receive whatever spirit wants to give you. It's always reciprocal. And so that's my crown era wisdom for today. I love you guys so much. It's Coach Hunt. I have your greatest interest at heart. If you're looking for anything regarding self-love and have a refill and and refocus yourself within yourself, I have something in the description box for you, a short little ritual uh, that will support you. Um, and that's it. I love you guys again. Bye.